The Ghostbusters franchise has entertained audiences for decades with its perfect blend of comedy, supernatural thrills, and unforgettable performances. While many of the film's beloved actors brought ghosts to life, some have sadly left us. In this tribute, we honor 30 talented actors from Ghostbusters who have passed away, remembering their iconic roles and the lasting impact they made on fans around the world. Casey Kasem, born on April 27, 1932, in Detroit, Michigan. He appeared in Ghostbusters, 1984, as himself, the host of a radio show, when he was 52 years old. In this small but notable cameo, his distinctive voice was heard announcing the Ghostbusters' rising fame, reinforcing his real-life status as a legendary radio personality. Though brief, his role added authenticity to the film's depiction of media coverage. He passed away on June 15, 2014, at the age of 82 due to complications from Parkinson's disease and Lewy body dementia.
They can identify me, it's true. I can be in a restaurant or I can be in a crowd and someone will turn around and they'll say, they recognize the voice. We've been on for 30
David Margulies, born on February 19, 1937, in New York City, New York. He portrayed Mayor Lenny in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 47 years old, and reprised his role in Ghostbusters 2, 1989. As the mayor of New York City, Lenny is initially skeptical of the Ghostbusters, but is eventually forced to rely on them when the supernatural crisis becomes undeniable. His character balances political pressure and the growing chaos in the city, leading to some of the film's most memorable interactions. He passed away on January 11, 2016, at the age of 78 due to cancer.
City Hall. Now what am I going to do here, John? What is this? All I know is that was no light show we saw this morning. I've seen every form of
Tom McDermott, born in 1912. He had a minor role in Ghostbusters, 1984, as a chambermaid when he was around 72 years old. Though his role was brief, it contributed to the film's immersive depiction of New York City, adding to the bustling and chaotic environment surrounding the Ghostbusters' adventures. While not a central character, his appearance was part of the film's rich background of everyday people reacting to the supernatural events unfolding around them. He passed away on March 6, 1996, at the age of 83.
On the religious implications of these phenomena. Personally, Lenny, I think it's a sign from God. But don't quote me on that.
Harold Ramis, born on November 21, 1944, in Chicago, Illinois. He portrayed Dr. Egon Spengler in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 40 years old, and reprised his role in Ghostbusters 2, 1989. Egon is the brains of the Ghostbusters, a highly intelligent yet socially awkward scientist who specializes in paranormal research and technology. His deadpan humor and dedication to science make him an essential member of the team. He passed away on February 24, 2014, at the age of 69 due to complications from autoimmune inflammatory vasculitis.
A spiritual sense, of course.
Bangs, you serious about this catching your ghost?
I'm always serious.
Egan, I'm going to take back some of the things.
Larry King, born on November 19, 1933, in Brooklyn, New York. He made a cameo appearance as himself in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 51 years old. In the film, he is seen hosting his real-life talk show, discussing the rise of the Ghostbusters as they gain public attention. His brief but memorable role added realism to the film's media coverage scenes. King was known for his long career in broadcasting, interviewing countless celebrities and public figures. He passed away on January 23, 2021, at the age of 87, due to complications from sepsis after battling COVID-19.
Fascinating. Using a book title, Remarkable Guy. He had so many facets.
Janet Margolin, born on July 25, 1943, in New York City, New York. She portrayed Dana Barrett's orchestra colleague in Ghostbusters 2, 1989, when she was 46 years old. Though her role was small, she was part of the world surrounding Dana Barrett, played by Sigourney Weaver, adding depth to the character's professional life as a musician. Margolin was best known for her work in films like Annie Hall, 1977, and David and Lisa, 1962. She passed away on December the 17th, 1993, at the age of 50 due to ovarian cancer. Norman Matlock, born in 1925. He portrayed Mayor's aide in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was around 59 years old. As part of the mayor's team, his character was present during key political discussions regarding the Ghostbusters and the escalating paranormal crisis in New York City. Though a minor role, he contributed to the film's depiction of the city's leadership dealing with supernatural chaos. He passed away on September 30th, 2015, at the age of 90 due to natural causes.
But this beats the hell out of me.
The walls in the 53rd precinct were bleeding. How do you explain that?
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Henry J. Deutschendorf II, born on April 29, 1988, in Los Angeles, California. He portrayed Baby Oscar in Ghostbusters 2, 1989, when he was just 1 year old, sharing the role with his twin brother, William T. Deutschendorf. Baby Oscar was Dana Barrett's son, who became the target of Vigo, the Carpathians' attempted reincarnation. Though he had no speaking lines, Oscar was central to the film's plot, with the Ghostbusters working to protect him from supernatural forces. Tragically, Henry passed away on June 14, 2017, at the age of 29 due to suicide after battling schizoaffective disorder.
I'm going to be ready for you this time. Mom's going to take her shirt off, too.
Murray Rubin, born on June 6, 1925, he portrayed Man at Elevator in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was around 59 years old. His role was brief, but contributed to the film's humorous take on the public's reaction to the Ghostbusters' ghost hunting activities. While limited information is available about his later life, he passed away on September 10, 2015, at the age of 76 due to ovarian cancer.
The man moves into an empty garage in the middle of the night, doesn't come out for over a week, and you're not suspicious?
France Turner, born on April the 21st, 1948. He portrayed a dock supervisor in Ghostbusters 2, 1984, when he was around 36 years old. Though a minor role, his character was part of the bustling dock scene, contributing to the film's depiction of working-class New Yorkers caught in the midst of supernatural events. He passed away on August 21, 2024, at the age of 76 due to undisclosed causes.
Themselves. A lot of times in Hollywood, they're asking actors, well, who's this actor like? Or just name somebody they're like.
Tommy Hollis, born on March 22, 1954, in Jacksonville, Texas. He portrayed Mayor's aide in Ghostbusters, The Barnes, 1984, when he was 30 years old. As part of the mayor's staff, his character was present during key discussions about the city's paranormal crisis, helping to highlight the government's response to the Ghostbusters warnings. Beyond Ghostbusters 2, he had a successful career in film, television, and theater. He passed away on September 9, 2001, at the age of 47, due to complications from diabetes.
Where exactly were the kids?
I don't know. They should have been at school, don't you think?
But in your statement, you said you were the first man.
Kimberly Herron, born on October 2, 1957, in Lompoc, California. She portrayed the Dream Ghost in Ghostbusters, 1984, when she was 27 years old. In one of the film's most memorable fantasy sequences, her character appears to Ray Stantz, Dan Aykroyd, in a dreamlike encounter, adding a surreal and comedic element to the movie. Outside of Ghostbusters, she was a model and actress, known for her work in magazines and other films. She passed away on October 28, 2022, at the age of 65 due to breast cancer. Alice Drummond, born on May 21, 1928, in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. She portrayed the librarian in Ghostbusters, 1984, when she was 56 years old. As the frightened librarian in the film's opening scene, her terrified reaction to the ghostly activity set the tone for the supernatural elements of the movie. Though her role was brief, it became an iconic moment in the film's history. She had a long career in film, television, and theater, often playing quirky or elderly characters. She passed away on November 30th, 2016, at the age of 88 due to complications from a fall. Sigourney Weaver, born on October 8, 1949, in New York City, New York. She portrayed Dana Barrett in Ghostbusters, 1984, when she was 35 years old, and reprised her role in Ghostbusters 2, 1989, and later installments of the franchise. Dana is a professional musician whose apartment becomes the center of paranormal disturbances, drawing her into the Ghostbusters world. She later becomes possessed by Zool, the gatekeeper, in one of the film's most iconic supernatural moments. Her chemistry with Bill Murray's Peter Venkman added humor and romance to the series. As of 2025, she is 75 years old. Rick Moranis, born on April 18, 1953, in Toronto, Canada. He portrayed Louis Tully in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 31 years old and returned for Ghostbusters 2, 1989. Louis is a nerdy, socially awkward accountant and Dana Barrett's neighbor, who unwittingly becomes possessed by Vince Clortho, the Keymaster. His transformation from a bumbling bystander to an important piece of the supernatural puzzle provided some of the film's most comedic moments. His performance made Louis one of the franchise's most beloved side characters. As of 2025, he is 71 years old.
Okay, so the blackout was a big problem for everybody, okay? I was stuck in an elevator for 2 hours and I had to make the whole time. But I don't blame them.
Jordan Charney, born on April 1st, 1937, in New York City, New York. He portrayed Dean Yeager in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 47 years old. As the strict administrator of Columbia University, Dean Yeager is the one who shuts down the Ghostbusters' paranormal research, forcing them to go into business for themselves. Though his role was brief, it set the stage for the Ghostbusters' transition from academics to professional ghost hunters. As of 2025, he is 87 years old.
Preposterous. I demand an explanation.
Fine. This university will no longer continue any funding of any kind for your group's activities.
But the kids...
Ernie Hudson, born on December 17, 1945, in Benton Harbor, Michigan. He portrayed Winston Zeddemore in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 39 years old, and reprised his role in Ghostbusters 2, 1989, and later installments of the franchise. Winston is the everyman of the Ghostbusters team, joining the group as a regular guy looking for a steady job, but quickly proving himself as a valuable and loyal member. His grounded perspective contrasts with the eccentric scientists, bringing humor and heart to the team. As of 2025, he is 79 years old.
I want to make a phone call. Yeah, I just worked with these guys, man. I wasn't even there. The structure of this roof cap is exactly like the kind of telemetry tracker that NASA...
Dan Aykroyd, born on July 1st, 1952, in Ottawa, Canada. He portrayed Dr. Raymond Ray Stantz in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 32 years old, and reprised his role in Ghostbusters 2, 1989, and later films. Ray is the enthusiastic and childlike heart of the team, deeply fascinated by the paranormal and responsible for much of the Ghostbusters' technological innovations. His unwavering belief in ghosts and the supernatural often drives the group's mission forward. Aykroyd also co-wrote both Ghostbusters films, making him a key figure in the franchise's creation. As of 2025, he is 72 years old.
Well, maybe the building itself has a history of psychic turbulence.
Right, good idea. I could look for the name Zool in the usual literature.
Spade's catalog.
Tobin's Spirit Guide.
Yeah.
William Atherton, born on July 30th, 1947, in Orange, Connecticut. He portrayed Walter Peck in Ghostbusters, 1984, when he was 37 years old. As the antagonistic EPA inspector, Peck is determined to shut down the Ghostbusters, believing their equipment poses a public hazard. His interference leads to disastrous consequences when he orders the deactivation of the Ghostbusters containment unit, unleashing the spirits onto New York City. His arrogant and bureaucratic character made him one of the most memorable villains in the franchise. As of 2025, he is 77 years old.
Here without a warrant or a writ or something.
Cease and desist all commerce order, seizure of premises and chattels, ban on the use of public utilities for non-licensed waste handlers, and a federal entry and inspection order.
Annie Potts, born on October 28, 1952, in Nashville, Tennessee. She portrayed Janine Melnitz in Ghostbusters, 1984, when she was 32 years old, and reprised her role in Ghostbusters 2, 1989, and later installments of the franchise. Janine is the no-nonsense, sharp-witted receptionist of the Ghostbusters, known for her sarcastic humor and deadpan delivery. She keeps the team organized while also showing hints of romantic interest in Egon Spengler. As of 2025, she is 72 years old.
To you until after the new year. Well, just don't go in there. Louis!
Who's your favorite character from Ghostbusters? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.